Okay, going to do a little video here real quick on this repair of this tail light on my 2013 Ford C-Max. I just had the UPS guy come and drop it off. Now, what I'll say about this is that this part goes for about $287 is about the average what I saw online to buy this part, and then called a couple of local places, and they were gonna charge minimal labor, so it's about $15 in labor, so it pushes that price of anywhere about $300 to $320 for repair of this light. So I went online and searched to find the part. Got it through eBay from a place called Morrison's Auto Parts. So you can see right there, they're located right here in Wisconsin, Edgerton, Wisconsin. Found it on their eBay site, and I believe what I paid for this was $93, I believe. And so I'm going to walk through this a little bit and kind of, I just unboxed it. The UPS guy just came, so I'm literally just kind of opening this up and walking through this. So I did a search on YouTube, and I am not, just to preface this, I am not a mechanical guy. I don't do auto repair. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't even do oil changes. Any of that stuff. It's never been my gig. I can hit a softball a mile, and I can do some other things well, but auto repair is not one of them. So, so I thought I would do this, and my wife says that I can, if I put my mind to it, I can do stuff. So I just did it. But so I Googled to find out what the. I'm gonna put this down real quick and try to see if I can. I'm trying to get this unwrapped. I Googled the repair on it because I saw that the labor was so minimal. So I said, okay, so I can figure out what that looks like. And comes to find out there's only 2 screws in the car that you have to do to take this out and to make the replacement. So, and it's super easy to get into. I don't know if it's just the C-Max in itself or whatever, but you can see that this is, I mean, it's a factory part. It may or may not have been sitting around for a while, but it's still got the original pieces and all that other stuff. So that's how I noticed that the labor was going to be less, because it literally can just be popped in and put in and without an issue. So I'm almost there with this, and you kind of see the little pegs there. The two. This is what you're going to use to screw it in and fasten it to the light fixture. I mean, it's in great shape. It happened, the one that I had during our snowstorm, we got the car stuck in the street, of no less, and trying to push it out, I put too much pressure on this part right here, and then ended up smashing the light, so then we had to get it replaced. So that's what it looks like unboxed. It's got the tag on here for the tell you exactly what it is, and the product ID, and everything's kind of written on there, so you know it's all legit. I'm gonna try to snip this off of here. Took me 2 hands to do it, so sorry about that. So now I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to take a look at it, what it looks like to replace this. You see it's just the replacement cover. The bulbs are in it, so that comes equipped with the bulbs in it. Actually, the bulbs seems to be a pretty quick fix too on those, but you'll see that there's only there's only one connector here that you're going to have to disconnect. These come out pretty easily. They're longer fitting nuts, kind of, or bolts. They kind of slide down in there, and then you'll see how this fits in there. So we're going to take this outside, grab the keys here real quick. Okay, so I'm outside now. I think you can see this. Let me get down where you can see it. So that's the vent panel. We're looking on the inside of it's the back of the C-Max here. Got a bunch of softball stuff in there, but so it's this light you can kind of see that I smashed it. We're trying to move it. It's got some moisture and stuff in there too. So I can, and you kind of see where this is going to match up perfectly with what that replacement there is. So, so first part is going to be getting this. It's just a simple. Just have to pry this out. So it just takes a little bit of popping. Everything's plastic these days, so you're just going to pop that out. And if you go ahead and take a look in here, you really can't. Might be hard to see. You can see one of the plugs right there. So that's what you're going to do. So you're going to disconnect that. There's a connection there, right in the middle. That's for that plug. So there's the plug. I just reached in my hand in there and took that out. Then you're going to go to these other ones. Now you can see the two pieces that are right there. So you're just going to, they're pretty much hand, I mean you can tighten them by hand, so it's not a big deal. And those are going to come off and they're going to reveal the stems, and we'll show you that in a second here. So if you can see that, it reveals the stem in there. So there's and then this is the part that I took out. So we're going to do the same thing with the other one. This is pretty much time lapsed, entire time from unboxing to putting in. So it took about 2 minutes to empty the back of my car so you can see this, but okay, so I have both of those out. I have the wire disconnected, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this from the outside. Give it a little push from the inside on those stems. Kind of loosen this up. Get back in there and see. So now we have both of those stems out of there. So they're both the metal stems. And if you take on the plug is the part that's still connected. So it took a little bit for that, just one little quick shove for it to come off there. You see what we got. So it's the same. You have the little connectors here, and the little connectors here, and then there's your stems. So it's essentially, you see the same thing here. So we had some moisture in there because of the what had happened. So we're going to remove these. This is the new one up top. And essentially, like I said, this is how easy this is. I'm making this recording with one hand, just recording the different steps. So everything matches up. So essentially we're going to slide this back in. All these holes are going to match up. The studs will match up with what we got going on inside. So you see there's your fittings where that's going to go. Here's another one here. There's where your two, basically your two studs are going to go. They're going to slide in there. And then you see that bottom one is going to fit right in this area here. So again, one-handed. I'm going to line this up. Little snap in. Got that connected. I'm going to come around here to the back side. You see that your pins are in there. So I'm going to slide this onto the one. Again, this is hand tightened. And there's a gasket around it, so it's going to pull the, as you tighten this down, it's going to pull it to the seal, keep that moisture out of there. Just hand tighten on that. Got another one here. There's one on. We're going to find that other one. A little bit up higher to the left. Get that going. Super easy. Slide on. Kind of made this video because I searched, I couldn't find like the whole process on YouTube. So I found part of the process, and then I thought, well, what the heck, I'm just going to put it together. So so there you see a plug that's still in there. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to snap that plug in, easy peasy, just like that. So now you see it all connected. I'm going to take this guy, slide that back in. 3 or 4 clicks there. That's all back in. So you have the light all replaced, and if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the light, I'm going to turn this on. So turn it on. And then you can note, I don't know if you can notice that or not, but that light is on now and everything's all good to go. Got a little radio going on. Something in my eyes. So that's about it. 12 minutes. Pretty much done one-handed. Replaced the left tail light replacement for 2013 Ford C-Max. Super easy. Thanks. Bye.